Welcome to the future of virtual care with Hippo Technologies. Hippo uses the power of wearable computing and clinical-grade software to bring the specialist to the patient encounter with our next-generation telehealth platform.
So when you first log into HVC, you'll see this screen. This is your dashboard. So you have the ability to schedule events, find the people you talk to the most. Next page over is contacts. A couple things to point out is the first two columns on the left here. If you notice that they're pretty full, those are individual people. The column on the right, these are my groups. Come over here real quick to the calendar. Click anywhere on the calendar, and this is the one time it will assume you're planning something for the future because you did click on a calendar, so it'll enter in that date and time that you select. But again, you can always just click start event now if you change your mind and want to have the event immediately. The ledger, this is something a little bit unique to our product. Our ledger is essentially a folder of all events that you've participated in, whether you hosted them or not hosted them. If you're involved in a event, you're going to have a ledger. Next, we're going to look at our settings. This is where you change your notification preferences, your profile information. This QR code is very important though, and you're going to see a little bit more of why in the later portion of the demo when we look at the headset perspective. But you need to have this as a reference to know where to find it. You create your PIN here, enter in 4 digits, enter it again, click reset, then you click generate code and you'll get this QR code. That's unique for you. So it's essentially your credentials, so you can very quickly and easily log into a headset without having to type in a whole username and password. So it just makes your life a whole lot easier.
A nurse or paramedic in the field wears a head-mounted display equipped with high-definition cameras that allows them to live stream everything they see and hear back to a specialist physician in the hospital. The headset can be operated through voice commands, allowing the clinician to work hands-free.
In the Hippo Virtual Care app, this is what you will see. In order to get into the Hippo Virtual Care app, you're going to have to scan a QR code to sign in. So that looks something like this. Scan code. And I'm going to look up to the code once I have it on my screen. Perfect. Now I'm going to have to enter my PIN. So in this case, my PIN is 5137. So I'm going to say the colors that go along with that PIN. So brown, orange, white, gray. Now you can see once you're logged in, your name is displayed down on the bottom right, and the version of the app is displayed down here. And then you have several big options here. I like to refer to this as kind of a choose your own adventure type thing. You can go in here if you want to call somebody, you go to contacts. If you want to join a call that's already been scheduled, you go to events. And if you want to just take some pictures or videos asynchronously, then you open the camera. So first I'm going to go ahead and go to contacts. And you can see I have my contacts list here. Let's say I wanted to call Brent Hopkins, for example. I would say, you can see he's a favorite here. He's got a little star next to his name, so he's up at the top. So I can say, select Brent Hopkins. And I would say start call, but I'm not going to because he's not online right now. Cancel. Events. Now here we have an event that I was just in several minutes ago. It's called demo event. So in this case, I'm going to say join demo event. Now, right now by default, my camera and microphone are turned off when I join the event, but I can go ahead and turn them on simply by saying video on, unmute, and you can see my computer monitors here like I was just showing before. Start call.
Working in collaboration with the clinician extender, the specialist can examine the patients as if they were physically in the room, leading to faster diagnosis and treatment and better patient outcomes.
On our dashboard here, we're going to go ahead and click join call. It'll open up a new tab here. It'll come to this preview screen where we can see the people currently in our call, as well as our inputs and outputs for audio and video. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and turn off my camera for the purpose of the demo. I'm going to go ahead and join the call. Now you can see here that we have 2 participants already on the call, our overhead camera, as well as our headset camera. The one on the left is our headset labeled Alex Galloway, and the overhead camera is labeled obviously overhead camera. On the bottom of the screen here, you see a number of controls. The first one on the bottom left is to end the call. when you're ready to. Then you can toggle on and off your microphone, your camera. You also have the settings cog here, so you can change your audio inputs and outputs. You can also record your session. Now when you record, I'm going to click that there. It's going to say initializing recording, and then very quickly it'll show you that it is recording the session. I can also take a screen capture and I can label it in real time. So I'm going to go ahead and capture this. Label it Patient Smith for future reference. To end recording, I simply click the little red square there to end the recording. Now I'm the host, but if someone else were presenting, I can go ahead and raise my hand to alert them that I have something to contribute, either a question or a comment. The next icon over is our participants. This last icon to the right here is our remote controls. You can click here. It says select device to control. Now you can see none are shared. I can request access from Alex by simply clicking on his device. He will say accept, and that will give me access to his headset. Now you notice that there was a drop down there, so there could be multiple devices to control at the same time. So let's say there's a pan tilt zoom or PTZ camera in the room. I have the ability to control that device as well as Alex's headset, and this capability can be expanded to other devices and peripherals as well. Okay, and then to end the call, we'll simply come back down here to the little red icon, the end call. We'll click that. It'll ask me if I want to set a new host. Because I'm the host, the meeting will end when I leave. I can cancel or I can end the meeting.
Hippo can be used across the continuum of care to service a wide range of clinical use cases and locations, from inpatient and intensive care to first responders in the field to healthcare workers at a rural clinic to caregivers in the home. Hippo can also be used to train medical students remotely and deliver virtual rounding and proctoring of clinical skills. Hippo overcomes the barriers of time, distance, and training to bring expert medical care to the patient wherever they are. Embrace the future of virtual care today with Hippo.